All right, so we're going to start now. Today is we're going to cover vocabulary, editing, and situational writing. The situational writing for today is a formal letter. It's not the normal informal letter. Okay, Ken? I'm so sure you've done situational writing before in school. So you're not like fresh from primary 4, then do primary 5 situational writing, right? So you are by now should be quite familiar to do the situational writing. And I'm so sure in school, right now, they would have given you notes, worksheets, and your teacher will also have marked, right? And you also see the rubrics, so you would know. Okay, Chin Long. Let me just write down his name, okay? Because if not, I have to get out from this whole thing again. I have to make it, I have to minus and everything. So, okay. Hi, Chin Long. Later then I mark your attendance. Is that okay? Like 10 minutes before we leave. All right. Let's move on. Teacher, you can remove you because oh yeah, yes. Yes. Thank you so much. You told me already. Yes. I will just inform the admin. Thank you so much, dear. Okay. So I'll just put down here, remove you. I will tell admin. All right. Sometimes, yeah, I'll tell admin and see what I hope that they will remove her name. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, Ken. So next will be vocabulary close that we're going to cover today, and then editing. All right. And then situational writing. Okay. So let's move on. Oops. Why is it not moving? Okay. So 88's house rules. So far, you have all been compliant, right? Compliant means you follow the instructions, which is good, right? Because this is not my rule. As I mentioned to you, these rules are from 88 Tuition, all right? The company itself, all right? It is compulsory to turn on your video and mute your microphone. Let me just get my pen. Hold on. Let me get my pen. No, my laser pen. Okay, mute your microphone. Please use the chat function if you like to do any of the following. Ask a question, share feedback. This is a compulsory slide that 88 Tuition would like all the tutors to read to the students. Okay, that's why I'm reading it to you. If there is anything urgent, please raise your hand and wait for teacher's permission to unmute yourself before speaking. If you need to be excused, toilet break, please inform me and then you return ASAP. Okay? Be mindful to be respectful to all students and teachers in class. Okay, so far you are all right. You've been very respectful, so it's fine. Oh, okay. So your examination this term is compo. Okay, Liana. So what we did was we did some compo already, right? We went through some composition, right? And then, yeah, I gave you the special number, the 88 tuition number for you to scan your work, and then you can always give a text to the tuition number, the one that I've given you before, right? And then, yeah, and admin will get. Once when admin gets, they will pass to me, I mark it and return to you. Okay, okay. All right, so we go on now. Be mindful to be respectful. Okay, so this one, no issue. Most of you all are very respectful. So far, so good. So keep up with that behavior. Okay, Ken, thank you very much. All right, so let's move on. Okay, vocab close, MCQs, editing, situational writing, and formal letter. So vocab. We go through this one first. I will bring down my face. Okay. There are more than 3,000 species of snakes on the planet, and they are found everywhere except Antarctica. These are very cold places, right? Antarctica, Iceland, Ireland, Greenland, all these are cold places. They call it Greenland. It's actually cold there. Okay, hold on. And New Zealand. Interesting. New Zealand is such a big country, right? New Zealand is very big, and a lot of greenery. And how come there's absolutely no snakes there? I explain to you why. Later I show you why. Okay. About 600 species of venomous and only about 207%, 200, which is only 7%, okay, are able to kill or significantly wound a human. Now, to the meaning for, okay, maybe I get out first. Okay, sorry about that. I show you why. Very interesting. This is for your current affairs. This is for your information. Wait, where am I? I have already, oopsie. Oh, unfortunately, I canceled that. Okay. Why are there no snakes in, wait, why no snakes, right, in New Zealand? I checked just now. It's because, right, I myself find it very interesting. Because they do not allow to import snakes. See, why no snakes in New Zealand, right? Does New Zealand have snakes? Explained and why. So the truth is that they do not allow it. A lot of pop-ups here. Sorry about that. New Zealand does not have snakes. Interesting, right? So you will never come across a dangerous snake in the wild. Snakes are a prohibited organism. It is illegal to own a snake. So in New Zealand itself, it is illegal to own a snake. And even zoos or research institutes are not allowed to hold snakes. However, you may rarely come across a sea snake in the water. But because in the water, right, because the water is vast, right, it's 70% of the world's made of water. So maybe some of the snake, the sea snake, right, probably come from the water from other parts of the continent. That's why it exists there. But on land, there are no snakes. Interesting, right? So, okay, yeah, that's an interesting fact for your information. What is Greenland? Some people think Greenland is green in color. A lot of greenery. No, not true. Greenland, a lot of greenery. Everywhere is green, right? It's not true. You see, this is Greenland. It's like Iceland. Are there people living there? Yes. Harsh living conditions. The winds can be very strong. All right. This is Greenland for you. On some parts of the year, it doesn't look too bad, right? Iceland, Yen. I write down Yen's name, okay? Iceland is the one that is very, very tough. That's where you have igloos there, Iceland. And they can, interestingly, right? Snakes are cold-blooded animals. Then you wonder, nah, this is the one, Iceland, right? Very nice. So then you wonder, but then, teacher, snakes are cold-blooded animals. How come the cold-blooded animal cannot live in cold places? Precisely. They cannot live in cold places. The cold-blooded animals, the cold-blooded reptile cannot live in a cold place. Interesting, right? It needs some kind of warmth somehow. Okay? So yeah, this is Iceland for you. Looks nice, right? Is there winter in Greenland or is it fully winter? Good question. You can check actually. I'm not sure, this one because I don't really read up on about Greenland. Greenland, I don't know if they have summer. Greenland is there summer? Okay. I know Finland. Finland has all the seasons, but the seasons are very short. Is there Greenland? Is there summer in Greenland? All right. So you can just Google it if you're interested. The one. Summer have yeah, have. They do have, but I don't think it's because they still have yeah, can visit Greenland also. Yeah, it can get warm in Greenland. So yeah, so I think it depends on where you are at that moment. And yes, when you talk about different seasons, they probably have seasons also. Very interesting, right? What is the green thing? What is the green thing in Greenland? Well, maybe some vegetation. There need to be some vegetation somehow, right? If not, then you wouldn't they cannot survive. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now that's an interesting fact. Okay, today we learned some interesting facts here. Okay, in the sky. Oh, the green color in the sky. I think there's a name for it, there is a name for it. It's some kind of that is why people go to the Greenland. Because of that green. It's not color. It's like lights. Maybe we can check it later. When I have more information, I tell you. Yeah, it's very expensive to go there because people actually go there to see that. I don't remember the name, but I know it's a specific name for that. Maybe later when you're doing something and then I can go and find out for you. Okay, okay. So accept. Accept is not this kind of accept. Accept is to receive, right? Excess is extra, including, I think you know the meaning of including, besides is apart from. So what is your answer? What do you get for this one? What is your answer? Accept. Antarctica. So many people writing already. Okay, D. Northern Lights. Thank you. Yes, Rachel. Yes, it's called Northern Lights. You are right. Correct. So I was thinking, I know the name, forgot the name. Yep, besides. Yeah, it's Northern Lights. Correct. Yeah. So you can actually check out the internet. All right. If you want, you can check it out. You can check videos. They've got videos, they've got images, etc. And they pay a lot of money just to go there and have a look at those things. Of course, to visit the place also, right? But it's very unique, very, very unique. Okay, Ken, D is your answer. You are right. Okay, I move on to the next one. Wound the human. Let's go to the next one. I don't know why it's not moving. Come on. Okay. So there's some words for that they use for wound here, right? So we need to take the correct answer. So graze is break, right? Due to rubbing against something. So it's not the grazing animal. You know, the grazing animal, you go and, yeah, the grazing animal go and eat all the grass, right? But they're not talking about that. We are talking about a kind of graze where you can, you get a graze, right? Meaning, there's a break on the surface of your skin due to rubbing against something. That's graze, okay? Slash is you take a knife and you slash, right? Scratch, I think you know. And then injure. What will be your answer for this one? Is quite straightforward. All right. So what's your answer for this? Yeah, zebra, of course, they can graze also. You are right. Injure, answer is D. Okay. Yes, you're right. So answer is D. Okay. Can I move on to the next one. Okay, non-venomous snakes, right? Which range from harmless garter snakes to the not so harmless python. Python is, it's not a venomous snake, python. Python strangles. The problem is it strangles, right? And once when the victim is already in the clutches of the python, it cannot come out. It cannot come out of it, right? Dispatch their victims by swallowing them alive or constricting them to death. Okay, whether they kill by striking with venom or squeezing, nearly. So which one is this? All snakes eat their food whole. So now, is it barely? Nearly all snakes. Barely is almost not. Not all. Barely is like very, very few. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Almost not. All right, almost. Merely means only. Truly means in a truthful way. So number 3, what was your answer? If you tried this? B. Okay. Okay. So the question is, why are some snakes not venomous? Do they protect themselves by any other way? Okay. Well, yes. They are venomous mainly for protection and to find victim, right? The others like python, right? Python is naturally very big, right? So the only function it has is to strangle. Okay, so the defense mechanism in that sense, by default, will be to strangle. Okay, okay. So your answer is D. Is it D? Truly, truly, all snakes eat their food. Almost, nearly all. Nearly all means true. Yeah, B. Yes, correct. Some of you writing B. Good. That's your answer. Okay, I move on to the next one. Eat their food whole. So what is whole here, right? So in one piece, one piece whole, right? Or is it totally? Totally can also mean whole, completely. This one, there's quite a number of words that's similar. All right, so you must bring the answer, put it in the context here. You need to bring it to context. Let me just take my pen. All right, so from here, right, because one piece is like one whole, totally is also has probably the same meaning, right? Synonymous, completely. Alive, entirely has the same meaning as totally or completely, right? So you have three of these that's similar. So you must put it back in. Okay, eat their food in one piece, eat their food totally. Very strange, right, to say that. Eat their food entirely. So what is your answer? Okay, why are snakes cold-blooded? They're just created like that. They're just created like that. Okay. Your answer is A, in one piece. Many of you wrote down A. All right. Let's have a look at that. Wait. Yes, you are right. Your answer is one piece. In one piece, right? They don't after they strangle, okay, the thing about strangling is just that they don't just strangle you at your neck. When they strangle you, they constrict the whole body, so your bones are crushed. You understand? So they crush every main big parts of your body. That's why once when not you, but the victim is crushed, right? The bones are crushed, right? It's easier for them to swallow them whole. Yeah. Yeah, Ken, good. That's your answer. All right. I was looking at this documentary, very interesting documentary, where this snake, right, it's a big bite, it's an anaconda. So anaconda also constrict and then they swallow whole. So as it was swallowing that this animal with the hooves, right, with hooves and horns, you know what happened? The horn somehow, right, puncture the anaconda's body, and the anaconda died. So very interesting, right? Because they swallow whole. Okay, they don't get